questions for the coach? Coach Montgomery, I mean, I know it's early in the week. Kind of where's he at?
Feeling a lot better. I mean, he'll be out there today, and I think just in I don't know. They go through their protocol. He can practice some, and it's just see how he feels. But he's doing pretty good.
What did a win do just for this football team? Both kids that were in here earlier said, the game plan kind of changed to a little simpler game plan. It seemed to have more success when things weren't as complicated. What did you think?
Well, I don't know about that.
Offensively?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I thought offensively, I thought we played really good in the first half, not very well in the second half. I mean, um, obviously the weather had a little bit to do with it, but I thought maybe it was simpler. I mean, it really wasn't that much different than what we've been doing. Maybe a little less in the passing game, but um, I just think we executed better. Obviously, we our kids' focus was better for whatever reason, and we didn't make as many self-inflicted errors and on both sides of the ball. And I thought I thought overall I thought it was a our best performance, but not where we need to be. We're getting I thought we made some progress, which was good to see. Now we just got to keep building on that.
With that being said, another home game, another chance before you really get into the nuts and bolts of the schedule league-wide. So how important is it to kind of keep that going for?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're right in the middle of the league schedule right now. I mean, as far as what we got to do, but being at home, obviously, familiar. It's good to play at home, and um, and then it's the next one. So I mean, Indiana State's a much improved, probably the most improved football team in the conference, and I think Coach Maury's done a heck of a job, and they're playing good football. They're a good football team, and we need to execute to at a high, keep pushing to execute at a higher level.
So as you brought up Indiana State, what are the things that allowed them to impress you?
Um, Balanced team offensively, much improved defensively. I think offensively um, they can run it, throw it. I mean, their quarterback is a kid who I think he's playing good football. He can make the throws and he can hurt you with his feet. They're committed to the run game also, um, and they execute very well. They're big up front. Um, it'll be a good test for us. They're a good football team, and defensively, they're some similarities to what they did last year, but they've altered some things. Maybe not as aggressive as they were in coverage a year ago. That they they're better. They're a lot better. They're a lot sounder what they're doing offensively or defensively, and they're not. That they were. I think they were trying to mask some issues a year ago, and I think they're better personnel wise. They're a year higher, a year further into their system. I think they're more comfortable and they're playing more sound football.
So you talked. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What did it tell you about this team, the way they played Saturday, coming off a tough loss? Things were looking that great. A lot of people might have been doubting the season. They put together one of their best performances.
Well, I think that they were. I mean, we were. I'm pretty black and white with our guys, and as far as showing them, they I think they understood what we needed to do. We needed to fix us. That we needed to stop making so many mistakes. I thought we had a good week of practice, and um, obviously we didn't have a bunch of mental errors. We still, you're never going to play perfect, but you just didn't see as many mental errors, and so therefore we made somebody have to beat us, and they couldn't do it. And um, I think that we just got to build on that. Build on what we did last week and where we are, and there's still much more out there for this football team. I think we just need to keep getting better. You can't look back and you can't look ahead. You can control what's in front of you, and that's today's practice. This week of practice well, and then Indiana State's our next opponent, and we need to play well.
Last couple of weeks, you kind of said the communication was an issue. That's improving to help kind of
I thought it was better. I thought the communication was better. I thought they reacted um, better and made adjustments better during the game, and we just didn't have a bunch of missed assignments and mental errors. I mean, and not as many. I'll put it that way. And I thought that was good. And I thought defensively, I thought we played. I thought our kids covered well for the most part. We played. We were put bodies on bodies and made them throw into some tight windows. I mean, I think they were throwing for over 350 a game. I don't know what we held them to, but we limited them pretty good. And that's a good start. That's a pretty good performance against a pretty good offense. But there's more out. We need to keep getting better.
Did this team show you anything, practice leading up to, the game that, showed that they, maybe had turned a corner and, being focused and,
I think the week of practice was, fairly. It was a little bit cleaner. I just think that we we played better. I liked our attitude. I just, I think our kids got to the point where I think they were a little bit fed up with themselves, each other, how we were playing, and we just had a better focus. We performed at a higher level, and and obviously you better have a sense of urgency when you're in the situation we were in. I think we had that, and it's nothing magical. To play good football, you got to be efficient, and you have to. You got to handle yourself. You got to, you can't make mental errors. You got to be accountable. You got to have 11 guys on the field playing as a team and being accountable to each other and doing their job. And for the most part, we did that. When we didn't, it hurt us, in the game.
Defensively, you got great pressure. Was that something that was unique to what they do? Is it a hint of maybe a little bit different mindset with the defense as a whole?
No, I mean, we blitzed a little, we blitzed some on third down. We got home. Um, we executed our blitzes the way they were supposed to be executed. And when we rushed four, we weren't dropping coverage. We made it hard. We were covering them, and therefore giving our guys up front a chance to get home. And I think back to a play a couple weeks ago where we're getting ready to sack the quarterback, and somebody blew an assignment, and there's a guy running shallow across where if we just do what we were supposed to do on that play, we probably get a sack there. Our guys up front have played extremely well all year long, and I thought as a team we played good. And to do that, it's a team game, a team effort, and everybody's got to do their job. And sometimes to create pressure, you better be covering people, or the ball's going to come out before you can get there.
Back to Indiana State real quick, it seems like maybe they're the norm, where everything's past that now. Do they appear to like they want to run the ball?
Well, I think they're balanced. I mean, they'll throw it, they'll run it. I think they want to be, they're fairly 50-50 in what they do, as far as, their numbers and that type of thing. I mean, I haven't dove into that completely, but they're adequate. I mean, they can run the football on you, but they can hurt you in the passing game too.
What's the status of your place kicking game?
Right now, I haven't thought a whole heck of a lot about it. Right now, it's probably business as usual, like it was a week ago, but that could always change. But I thought I was proud of Grant and how he responded to the adversity early on, and thought he did a nice job. I thought Zach did a heck of a job kicking off. He made some. In a tough situation, in tough conditions, and then Mark Schuler had a heck of a game.
Is it difficult, like when you have a player like Zach who's been around a while to kind of change up his role? Is that? Like,
it's difficult if the player is difficult. Zach is a team guy all the way, and has a great attitude and very supportive of, his response is what's best for the team. I just thought it was time to change it up. Maybe let him step back a little bit. I mean, at some point you're going to see Zach back out there kicking again, and we got 2 kickers, and we'll go from there.
Coach, we had Avery Larkin in here, and Crispin went down. He stepped up and seemed like he played really well. What's it like to have a guy that can play multiple positions like Avery?
Well, Avery's been huge for us over the last couple of years. I mean, he's played corner, nickel, dime, safety. I mean, he made a big play on the double move where one of our corners got beat on the double move. He made a heck of a play. So, Avery's he's dependable. He's a guy that it doesn't surprise me. I mean, he's always been a guy that could step in, and he prepares well. He's smart. He knows multiple positions. So that's a huge, especially with all the injuries we've had. It's been that's a godsend to have somebody like that you can move around in a pinch.
Crispin be good to go?
I think so, but we'll see how it goes. See how the week of practice goes.
How's things with Christian Ray? Is he?
A lot better. I think that I mean, he was close to being ready last week. I would think he's going to be ready, but probably depends on how he feels over the next couple of days.
I asked you about Teray last week and how he had more of an expanded role at South Dakota State. It seemed like he played really well again.
Teray played well the other day, other than he missed a layup on the one blitz where he was pretty mad at himself about that. But I think Teray's getting better. He's played well, and I think he's becoming a better football player. He's getting more comfortable.